Hi, it's me, Knox. Thanks for tuning in. Obviously, you're looking at going flawless this weekend, and I have a theory for you. So throw on your tinfoil cap, buckle up, and let's get it. So, Bungie has come out in this week's TWAB and talked about how they're talking, playing with, deciding that they're going to lightly introduce skill based matchmaking. Now, I personally believe that they've been doing this for quite some time in the background. And the reason why I think they've actually been doing this is because, I mean, it doesn't make sense as a developer to just drop something on tested. So we are the test community. We are testing it right now in trials because it is a smaller community. It's not as a whole. It doesn't affect everybody. It just affects the trials players who moan and groan anyways. This week is unique because it is a solo queue where Bungie's having to decide who needs to be on your team, who you should be playing against, and so it's not just card based. There is the skill based matchmaking, in my opinion. In the TWAB, they said that they take into a lot of account that your kills, deaths, captures, rounds, wins, blah blah blah. What it also says is, in addition to these stats mentioned above, skill encompasses all sorts of things: your reaction times, agility, how you approach fights, how well you know the maps, how well you know your character, how well you build your character, the weapons, the armor, the mods you use, and how you blend those into performance with other players. These are all metrics that you can turn into essentially a mathematical equation so it can rate you as a number. There's other number systems like ELO, but I believe that they're so good with what they're doing. They take into account everything from, if you're running a Trials shader, if you're repping a Trials emblem, or if you're putting all the effort into showing off that you're a good PvPer, it puts those into account. It gives points based on that. So how are you going to go flawless this weekend understanding that knowledge? You're going to use that to your advantage. So what you're going to do is, before you load into a match, you're going to go ahead and equip all weapons and all armor. That doesn't really make sense to any type of build. The stats aren't there, the perks aren't there, the mods aren't there. You can throw a couple things in PvE related, but definitely don't create any type of synergy whatsoever. You're also going to want to use guns that are off meta. Basically, to describe off meta is, if you've ever been killed with it in Crucible, it's safe to say that's not a gun you should equip. So there's lots of things that you can equip that you've never really seen in Crucible, that's never really played out. It's more of a PvE thing. Throw those on your character and then go in and load into the match. As you are flying in, I wait till I'm landing. I wait till I'm landing, and then what I will do is I'll quickly go and equip everything. And what I did find are some of the easiest matches I've ever played in Trials in a long time, and not because my opponents were bad, but because my teammates were so good. So if it ranked everybody, from, okay, this is the number, here's a group of 6 people, this is a number 1 player, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What it was doing was ranking me lower, and the 2 people that were with me were ranked a lot higher. And so I found that I was in a position where I was literally being carried all the way to flawless. Like, these are some of the easiest games I've ever played in Trials, and it's specifically because of skill-based matchmaking, my understanding of it, and that it is the solo queue this week. So if you want to go flawless, jump in that solo queue, play around with the metrics, see what you can expose, and have fun. Thanks. Call me Knox.